Okay, so for this week, I'd like us to look at the G scale, the G major scale. I know you were pretty familiar with this part of the neck, which is great. So that's where we're going to start, because the first thing we're going to do is work on the first two fingers, or on these index and middle fingers. Okay, work on this G scale, which is just in case you're not. It's G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and then come back down. That's the very basic form of the scale. But the reason we're doing such a basic form right now is to work on these two fingers. So the way I want you to do it is, number one, set the timer for 5 minutes to challenge yourself for a 5-minute window, or a 5-minute section, and do 2 plucks per note, alternating each finger, alternating your middle and index finger for every note. This is going to get your fingers used to doing that. And just keep going up and down. Do it at a pace that's good for you. If it is uncomfortable to go this fast at first because you're just not used to doing it, that's totally fine. Then slow down. Go as slow as you need to go. For the first day, you just have to go painfully slow, then do it. Because that's what's going to give you the progress that you need. Okay? So, if it's got to be this slow, bores the heck out of you, just do it. Okay? But get real intentional about these two fingers doing that. Okay, so the next 5 minutes is going to be familiarizing yourself with the G major scale beyond these first 5 or first 7 frets, okay? So you're going to want to work throughout the neck on this. And the way we're going to do this is to start with this basic pattern. So you're set for 5 minutes, but now you're going to start traveling up the neck and doing different patterns. So you're going to do this for 5 minutes, okay? So keep going. So there's your F sharp and G, then you're sliding up to the A on the D string, and then, okay, so B, C, D, then E, F sharp, G, then keep going up to the A, B, C, D, and you can get a little higher on your neck, I believe, if I remember correctly. So go as high as you can on the neck in the key of G. And when you get to the highest note on the neck, then start coming down. All right. So I'm on D, and so here I come with D, C, B. Now I can go a couple ways. I can go this way, or I can go this way. So let's start with this: A, G, F sharp, E. Now I'm using a little different fingering now than I came up. I came up on the G string, but I'm going down on a different string. A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. And keep down the F sharp and E if you want. Start from the lowest note, the E. Okay? E, F sharp, G. Slide your index finger up to the A, B, C, and D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Alright, and keep going wherever you can, and whatever pattern you can do. Work through different patterns and get familiar with those patterns. But take your time. Take a lot of time. This is something, 5 minutes. If you want to do 10 minutes, great. Try to give yourself 5 minutes. And find all the different patterns that you could play this G scale in. Okay? So just keep finding it. Best you can, alternate your fingers. Keep that finger alternation going on. So allow yourself to go painfully slow when you're learning something like this. Okay? Okay, so that's the second 5 minutes. We're into 10 minutes. Now the third 5 minutes is going to be a little more challenging, but I think it's really a good way to do this. This is something that I just started doing, actually, as I'm thinking about ways to challenge our brains and to work through scales. And that is to switch octaves on each note. So, okay, G, next note is A. Come up, do an octave up. Go where you are unfamiliar. It's easy to go to the familiar places, but this is practice. This is something you're challenging yourself. So I think this is something that will really be good. It's very good for me, actually. So G, A, then back down, B, C. Where's a C? Up here. Okay, then D. Well, I got a 5 string, so I'm going down on that D. But you can go to D. That's your lowest D. Or hit that D tune and go down to that D, that open D, and then E, then F sharp, then G, then keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, and then come down if you want. You know, go the other way. G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, okay, A, you know, open A, G, or, I'm sorry, G. So try that, and try doing, go back to your alternating fingers, you know, get some double production out of this. So if you just want to ride it until you're in think, okay? G, where's my A? Okay. Okay. Where's my B? Where am I going next? B. Okay. Now C is next. Where's my C? Okay. Now C is next, or I'm sorry, D is next. Where is a D? I can do an open D, or I can go here. What about E? I got to go to a high E. Where can I go? There's a high E. Okay. All right. Then F sharp, and G. Okay, so I hope that is helpful for this week. Work on that. If you're feeling real good about it and you're getting comfortable, then start working on some speed. Challenge yourself to do this scale. But before working on speed, really focus on tone. Everything you're doing has got to be about getting the most beautiful tone you can out of each note that you're playing. So you want to be intentional about how the tone, or how you're creating your tones. So I think that's a good place to stop. So let me know if you have any other questions. Email me, call me, and look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks, man.